welcome to another episode! Welcome back!
We saw a lot of movies this week.
We did.
It was a packed week.
I'm drinking the San Pellegrino.
Oh, yeah, the sugary stuff. The stuff that's too strong.
This is no soda. This is no soda water. It's the reverse.
No, it's not. It's got so much
Mike's
sugar.
so used to the sparkling
It's beating
water.
me down. We watched...
Oh, man.
Baahubali!
Baahubali!
That you almost said it wrong.
Oh, man. We almost messed up like we did last week. Baahubali.
We're never going to get it right.
One and two. Hey, I think we got it.
Baahubali!
We heard it so many times during the movie.
We should get it right. Otherwise, it's a shame.
It has been ingrained in our brains. But we saw both of them.
Both of them overnight. This is a two-movie special edition.
The Lord of the Rings of Indian cinema.
There you
go.
That's
a good. That's
the Lord of the Rings of Indian cinema. I like that. That's a good way to say it. Yes.
And we also saw a movie called Missing, and then also the Elvis movie, which is was nominated for some of the Oscars.
Right, and we'll get into the Oscar conversation a bit too, because there's some fun stuff going on there.
And we have a fun little list
exciting
of movies the Indian movies that you guys can vote on.
Right, yes.
Should we just get right into that?
Well, we got to talk about Baahubali.
Okay.
A bit.
Yeah. But let's
do one.
That's a little hint. Yeah.
Baahubali 1.
Baahubali.
Sponsored by San Pellegrino.
So, guys, it's bad, guys. Don't do it.
Before we talk about our review,
Baahubali.
I saw a comment on Letterboxd. And it says, every time someone shouts Baahubali, I get so stoked. That's like literally us. Yeah! During the movie, it was so amazing. When we were like, Baahubali, Baahubali. And then after the movie, Mike and I were just like saying we were chanting Baahubali.
Baahubali. Yes, no, that was a wild adventure of a couple days that we did. We
split it up.
We split
6
it up.
hours. That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time to watch movies, and so
two intermissions.
We had 2 intermissions.
Yes.
So we watched. We watched
first
one we watched in 2 parts,
yeah.
and the second one we watched in 2 parts. But I really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, yep. I did too. I think the little intermission we have is good because then we can just kind of go back to it later. And
right. Well, and someone in the comments was saying that's normal. That's what they do in theater. So and that makes so much sense because it's like, okay, get up, stretch thine legs, get ready to go,
buy some candy,
buy some stuff
and stuff. Yeah. So for sure, it was good to have those little intermissions in between. In between the movies and stuff too.
Right. So, yes.
Yep. But wow. Let's start with the first one.
Yeah, we got to start
with
the OG.
Let's talk about
the
our
OG
thoughts.
Baahubali.
Yeah.
What I will say too is that I was shocked by the first one because the first dance scene was probably the sauciest scene.
There
was a lot of
that was saucy.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Indian movies are very PG, and I like. There's no
related to sexual content.
Yeah, there's not a lot. Which
not
violence though can be.
Oh yeah,
it can be all over the place.
Baahubali. Yeah. That one was saucy. We were like, oh boy, do we have to check if there's anything naughty in this because it got.
Well, they used the word naughty quite a bit.
Yeah, I feel like
but that was translated.
I think that was
subtitled. So to our fans out there, we
had a bad subtitle.
We had it translated from. I think these were both on. Wait, what did we watch them on Netflix?
Well, the first Baahubali we watched on
Amazon Prime,
or something like that.
And the translation was weird in some of the songs and some of the dialogue.
It was like, let's get naughty.
Yeah. And then instead of maybe. But instead of politics, they use statecraft,
which is great. That's a great word.
Yeah,
that is a proper word.
I like that. Yeah.
We're just used to using dumb words, and then they're like, well, this is what it means, and we're like, what does that mean?
You're right.
No,
so
I mean
the translation.
You could understand everything.
Yeah,
I think
still
so.
understood.
The question is it auto translated? You'd hope not. So
I think the Amazon one was auto. I felt like it was auto.
I would.
The second one, your one
was
I thought
better.
Was better.
What? Yeah, I guess.
Because statecraft.
Yeah, I like that translation.
Yeah.
So the first one, start off,
so we gotta just
off the bat. You start off, and the homeboy lifts up an entire altar, puts it on his shoulder, and just walks like a hunk.
Yeah.
I missed that from our Three Idiots and Sardar.
Yeah.
I missed the hunkage. I want the
ripped dudes.
Like he just jumps and like he like flies like 25 miles to like.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and remember when he was trying to climb up the cliff to the water, or like past the waterfall and stuff?
Oh, geez,
and he was like
nuts.
He was like jumping. Well, the first time he didn't take a running start, so he just jumped and then missed. I'm like, whoa.
It was like standing and then boing.
Yeah, that man has 30 lives plus.
Just the spring
he was dying constantly. Let's just say the realism was not present.
That's what I love about it, though, is that it's not meant to be. It's like, hey, he can like. This man can lift up an entire like probably 1,000-pound altar and just go loink and then just put it down.
Yeah. There's a lot of that in both of these movies.
Well, what was hilarious was his grandmother, I suppose, holding him above the water, like dying for probably underwater for how many years.
What I thought...
That's true.
That was a bit crazy.
What was it? The villagers who found her, like holding the baby, holding Baahubali up.
Right.
It was a CGI baby for half the time. That was nuts.
Was it?
Remember?
Well,
it was in the first
baby.
one.
It was a fake
baby.
It was a fake
baby. I was gonna. Before we move on to that, I was wondering why they didn't try to save the mother.
They let her go.
Her hand was up, and they're just like, "Oh, the baby!
Save the baby." Clearly, she was gonna sacrifice herself. They're like,
"True." They're like,
"You gotta sacrifice yourself."
No babies were harmed in the making of this film.
No, they told us at the beginning. Yes,
and animals and.
Oh, and I have a question about that too, because they had. In the movie,
the first movie,
the first movie, when there was CGI animals, they had a little thing at the bottom that said CGI. So I'm wondering,
is that a normal occurrence?
I'm wondering, is that normal for movies in India in general at that time, or was it because we used like an Amazon thing or something? Because we watched the Telugu version, Telugu version,
Telugu,
the normal version.
Or wait, you might. I don't know what pronunciation.
Well,
you got me right.
Yeah. Tell us how to pronounce Telugu.
We know how to say Baahubali.
But yes, that was interesting because obviously you can't harm because they're gods.
An elephant.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but certain animals are gods. Basically, in the Indian.
Oh, maybe that was. But because in the second one, in the second one they didn't, because there were elephants in the second one that they didn't say was CGI.
Right.
So you're talking about like in the first one they had a little. I didn't even notice that little.
Oh, they had it for a snake. They had it for like the ox. They had it for the elephant. They had it for
almost every animal. Was
every
CGI.
animal that was
That's
CGI.
interesting. Yeah.
I know. I wondered why.
Because the second one didn't have.
So let us know in the comments below as to why.
What the background.
Right. But so the first one. What were your thoughts of the first one?
So the first hour and a half, which we saw in one sitting, was pretty tough to watch.
I
would say it was slow, and also the CGI was pretty glaring.
Which in that
didn't
time
seamlessly, which understandable.
2015.
It didn't mesh too well with the real world, like in terms of seamlessness and such.
You wanted better
remember
VFX.
that's I don't know how many
but the big thing was I thought was maybe a conscious choice by the director. I think they could have made some things not CGI and improve the feel of it sometimes.
Sure.
rather than, I mean, I know the animals, they pretty much all, but there were some even objects I noticed that were CGI and that were not
I
green
noticed that
screen
too. It was
correctly.
it was kind of weird.
Or green screen poorly.
Do you think it was a budget issue? Do you think they needed to do CGI because budget?
Certainly the second one, and we'll talk later.
Yeah.
Incredible budget.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about the second one.
But that was kind of the
buckle in, ladies.
Buckle in.
and
We
gents.
got a lot to say about.
I would say the first one, like, also in terms of story, wasn't too interesting either. In terms of
Building up,
it was not a complex story. It was just very basic, I guess you could say. But then, and we'll talk later about the second one. The second one makes the first one better.
Yeah,
I think
because so when I started, I didn't realize it was two movies that are like so connected.
Yeah.
Because like when I saw people saying that, like a lot of times we have like a if we have like Ant-Man and Ant-Man 2,
right?
You can watch Ant-Man 2,
Ant-Man.
They can function separately. These two are like the Lord of the Rings, where they're so
it's a continuous
meshed.
journey.
It's continual. It's not like one movie. It's really, or it's not two movies. It's one story.
Yep.
Right.
It's like a whole like connected thing,
Exactly.
which is crazy.
And the sum of its parts after you watch the second one, you're like, oh, this is pretty good.
Right. It makes a ton of sense.
But the gripping parts of the story were in the second one, which is a big like.
But also the second half of the first one too.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Yeah.
The second half of the first one was really good, especially with that ending battle scene.
Yeah,
that
like
was cool.
the formation,
the
triangle formation.
Yeah,
they used, like the crazy
unique ways of throwing bodies around.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What I love so much is that the battle scenes are not just boring. Like just they're attacking, boom, they fight. You know?
Yeah.
It's like he has to come up with these unique ways to fend off the enemy, and like the way he used the cannonballs or whatever that were hooked to the tents. Yeah, and then it covered them, and they set it on fire. Super fun.
He's
and
very
unique.
creative.
Yeah, and you can see that in the second movie too. They did a lot of that also.
Creativity.
So the battle scenes were just really spectacular and just epic.
Epic. They were epic. That's the thing. They were huge.
They were incredible, especially in the second one. Like it felt. I mean, definitely up there with Lord of the Rings on the battle.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
For the first one too, that ending sequence where just they're battling and stuff like that, it really got spicy near the end. Because at the beginning we were like, okay, the beginning is kind of slow, and then we stopped after that first chunk.
Yeah, because we were
second chunk we start going, and then we're like, wow, it kind of
changed.
turned.
And I
noticed. I was like, oh, okay,
it's too.
Yeah,
remember we noticed that? We're like, wait, it's like slowly. The production quality slowly is getting better in the second half. Maybe they I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I definitely was more invested. By the end of it, I was like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. We're coming together.
Like, okay, let's watch
and we were excited. We were like, okay, the second one, we're ready. I mean, I'm really glad they had that battle scene at the end of the first one. If they didn't, it would have been kind of hard to move to the second one.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like,
exactly.
Where's this going?
And then the second.
Oh
yeah. Do we go to the second?
Hold on.
Okay,
we
ratings
take a break.
Ratings for the first.
Oh, okay.
I can get our movie list.
Yeah. Get going. So we use Letterboxd, guys, as our rating platform that we use. They're not a sponsor.
Our usernames will be in the description if you didn't see.
You want to follow us on Letterboxd? Yep. They should be a sponsor.
Yeah, they should. I wish.
So I gave it, and this is out of 5 stars. I gave it a 3.5. The first one.
Okay.
Yep.
Ben, what did you get?
I gave it a 3.
Okay.
So that's fair enough. Low.
All right.
I gave the first one a 3.5 also.
Okay. I think that's probably indicative of where we're at.
I thought the second half really saved that first movie.
Right. 3 out of 5,
This is
okay.
Really
because it was just like it wasn't as gripping or as even the new musical numbers weren't as good. Like even in the first one, I feel like
they were spicy.
They were spicy. That was just it was just we were laughing. I would say
I was astonished. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
We really were. We were laughing a ton. But that's what I love.
We're not used to that kind of different spice in the.
Not like literal spice.
We were talking about this. I don't know. I think this is appropriate to discuss. But equal opportunity camera lingering.
Oh yeah.
So the
beef.
Yes, the ripped dudes and the beautiful women.
That's not something you see in Western films as much as you would think.
But boy, is it fun.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna just
it's fun.
Take that snippet and put it in, or I might.
It's so funny to see a guy pick up a thing and then it just zooms in on his bicep. And you're like, yeah.
What was that one bicep shot? Like someone punched his bicep.
Oh, that was in the second one.
We gotta get to that. That was memorable.
That was
when he
crazy.
slams the guy's bicep, I was like, oh, and bicep punches hurt.
Yeah.
And his are so beefy.
I'm not a recipient of many. No, I'm just kidding.
We've been punched in the bicep quite a few
times. But
guys,
we love your recommendations in the comments.
Oh yeah, that's why. So we have
a thing for you guys on
a new opportunity
to tell us what to do. We have a form. It'll be in the description.
Oh, use the big boy.
Okay,
use the big boy.
Indian. This is the. Here we go. This is the Indian list.
There we go.
Indian film list. What movie should we watch next? This is a.
Yeah,
Google Forms. It's in the description. Go check it out and tell us. These are the ones we've seen so far in the comments. Tell us other movies we should watch.
Yeah. So right here we've got a list going. We'll add more.
The highly rated.
Yeah, as it goes.
Please suggest more in the comments. We'll add them as we go here. Update this list.
Right.
This is a list of I tried to look through the comments and then put these here. So these are the ones we need to see.
Right.
But please, what you can do is vote on which one you want us to see next.
Yes.
And then whatever wins based on the popular
We'll
vote,
watch. We'll watch
now,
that. I saw
it'll be a lot of fun.
So here's our portfolio of Indian movies thus far.
Yeah.
We've seen
RRR. I'll go
the
down.
fantastic RRR. We've seen Sardar Udam. And we've seen Three Idiots.
And
we've seen
Bahubali
1 and 2.
Yep.
So those are the movies we've seen so far. So knowing that, that's how many movies we've seen. What's the next one?
Yes.
I've heard Thumbad is really good.
Yep, and we got that on the list.
Is that on here somewhere?
Is Gangs of Wasseypur.
Where is it?
Because we should. If it's not, it will be.
No way. Where'd it go?
We'll put it on there, but I've heard that one
is
is a good horror movie one, so we'll see. But
I've
heard
that's
7-7 Charlie
really
is interesting. So
yeah.
let us know.
Yep, vote on it. And we'll
this will be fun. You can flex your listener muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let us know what we should do based off of that. But anyways, can we go to?
Yes.
I love the
title. RRR. Oh, it's beautiful. It's
You're the
beautiful.
we're the one of the dudes. You're the audience is the other.
Yeah.
Reaching across the divide.
Reaching across.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. This is the interaction we need.
Yeah.
And this is great. And
Let us know.
We love all the comments and messages, guys. It's great.
Fantastic.
We got a lot of.
I'm trying. I was trying to. I can't my muscles don't work to I've been trying to do that.
A little bit. Yeah.
I love it. Anyways,
it's really subtle.
I'm not used to that. I'm used to going nodding instead of doing it the other way. It's literally try it. Right, exactly. It's hard.
They're gonna
Bahubali.
Our audience is just
gonna roast.
Cringe at this.
I'm trying. Okay, so
we go to Bahubali 2?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Oh, by
to go
the way,
to the second
I have a thing too. So let's go to Bahubali 2.
Yep.
In Bahubali 2, there's a scene where he is exiled from the kingdom. I'm skipping way ahead because I want to talk about.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
He's exiled from the kingdom. Okay. And he's like this. He becomes kind of like the leader of the outcasts in a way, where he's out there and they love him still.
He's doing everything at the
right. But remember when the wife is there and all that, and it's a party, and then there's the assassin sneaking up. Right. Remember what he's doing? He's playing a little thing.
Yes. Oh, we need to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called a Shenai, I think it's called.
Okay.
It's
Someone educate this man.
We need to look.
AI. Dang it. S-H-E-N. No. S-H-E-H-N-A-I. Bang.
That's
got
too
it.
much
Call
to
it.
remember.
All good.
Did I?
No. S-H-N-A-I. N-A-I. S-H-E-H-N-A-I. Bang. Shenai. And let me tell you, instrument.
There we go.
Bang. I want to get one.
Michael,
I love instruments, and
he plays instruments.
I play a lot of instruments, and that looks so fun to play. So guys, let me know. Is it cool? Is it cool to play? Is it hard to learn? That's what I want to know.
It looks so fun, yeah.
And it's low profile.
Just it was he just grabbed it out of nowhere and just started playing. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Yep.
Let me know. Is it hard to play? Because I want to play it.
And how much was it on Amazon?
$80 or something.
All right. I mean, that's an investment, but
if you can make some
good
killer
investment.
tunes,
Yeah,
true. Killer tunes.
That's a great party trick too.
One of these days, the episode will start with Michael playing something.
Dude,
yes.
I was thinking that.
That would be spicy.
That's why I want to get it,
bro. We could create an intro with the
I want to really badly. I want to because it looks so cool to play.
Yeah,
it looks so fun.
It does.
All right, but Bahubali 2. Let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
What did we think? First off, I will say the beginning was slow, but so interesting
and beautiful. So one of the biggest differences, I think it was because it was in 4K and HDR.
He got a really good version.
The quality was amazing, and the surroundings were vibrant.
Totally.
The cinematography was.
Oh
it was just so.
Everything was.
Oh, and the coloring was great.
That fortress that he goes and eventually meets his wife. That fortress town or
was beautiful.
It was pretty awesome.
Very Lord of the Rings-esque.
Yeah, and flowers and mountains surrounded by mountains and like fields, like when they were killing the pigs and such.
So crazy.
So it was we were like, whoa, what is this? Because it's starting out very low key. In terms of
but here's the thing,
a lot happened,
I thought it was really interesting because I really like political drama. And they had so much political drama where it was so many like diverging beliefs and like promises and like oaths and allegiances and he's like, I'm allegiant to my wife. And then Mama ain't happy, but then that little serpent dude with the weird arm is like, you should hate him, you know? And then it's like all these different, like, I liked that. That was really cool.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And that's really a great improvement over the first in terms of the first part drama. The statecraft was there in the second one.
I really like the second one I thought was amazing. I really liked the way it
and then the
story was great, intriguing.
Yes.
Yeah, it started out with the politics and like the intrigue, and then you move on to like the battle at the end. And so it was great, like throughout the whole movie, it kept like my attention the whole time because there were so many things going on. And then also at the beginning, it was fun still. Like it was super fun. Weird how they were trying to like act dumb and stuff.
So Devasteen. Okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce names because we need to actually do a better job of highlighting
the lady.
People. So Prabhas, I believe.
Okay.
Who is Shiva?
You take this.
I don't know.
Ben's
take it away, brother.
And Anushka, I believe, the lady who plays Devastina.
That sounds right.
So they're
I don't know.
Forgive us. We're trying.
But anyway,
we're trying.
Their relationship was awesome because it was like the classic romance, but like she's super like spicy and he's like kind of chilling, and they went going back and forth,
and
like
how
not
he played
showing
dumb.
interest.
Remember how he played dumb?
He's like
the
what?
First half,
And then he like chops it in half, and he's like, "Good job."
Yeah, it's like
it was so silly, but it was fun.
And I loved that friendship he formed with the other guy who. What's his name? Why? Oh man,
the prince, the prince fella.
He was gonna marry.
He enabled that dude to act on his own, like actually.
Yes,
be a man.
He gave him like
the courage to become
a
man.
Yep. And I thought that was really unique, and that was a good.
I really did too, because they don't do that enough in Western movies where they have a character that is like
encouraging and enabling.
But like he is kind of like the kind of fake bad guy where it's like, oh, he's just kind of like in the way. And usually in our movies, like that guy just like falls over. He dies. Yeah. But in this movie, he didn't die. He became really important to the plot, the whole plot, and like he really like changed in character. And I thought that was so cool how they did that with him.
Yeah, I mean, like,
if you guys haven't watched this movie, you got to watch this movie.
It's a great So like I feel like if you're looking for some incredible like Oscar-winning like storyline and performances, you're not going to find it, but this is incredible overall. Like everything that an adventure movie should be or an action movie should be.
Mm-hmm. I think an epic.
Right, an epic should
that's
be.
A good
so
way to
you're not necessarily looking at those individual drama performances, but it's really good on its own.
Oh, the whole thing too. And I love too the fact in the second one where we know he's gonna die, but we just don't know how it's gonna unfold.
Yeah, that's
and then,
a cool
like,
element.
We thought, you know what? Maybe they tricked us at the end of the first one. Maybe there's more to that scene because. The bandits came in and attacked them both, and
that guy got arrowed to death.
But then he got like split by 20 arrows, and and he just breaks them off. Like,
like a man would.
He just like tenses up his back,
and they just go.
Yeah,
it's so
that
great.
was pretty awesome.
But it was really cool how they still played out that scene, even though we were like, "Ooh, is there gonna be something different?" Were they pulling our leg on that in the end of the first one when they showed that scene? Where he stabs them.
No, dude, I totally agree.
And it was really interesting. Yeah, how that all played out. It was so good.
Well, and I just thought like it was so intriguing to me. Like I'm like, how are they gonna kill this guy and wrap this movie up? And they did it. And I was like,
pretty well
wow.
done.
Because it really. What I think is so cool, if you think from a general overarching plot, like it starts off in present day, right? And then we get to backstory. So, like, the second half of the first movie is backstory.
Right.
Followed up by the first half of the second movie.
Right. So it's like backstory.
Think about that, though.
It's a kind of a non-linear.
That really doesn't happen in our movies.
I know.
Where it's like backstory is the beginning of the second.
And normally with the backstory, normally with the backstory in Western movies, you're like, oh, this is just to lead up to the present, and it doesn't really matter. It's just
Yeah,
backstory.
right.
We don't really care too much about it, but they like devoted at least like an hour and a half more, maybe more. To the backstory.
Sure,
yeah. Wait. They had
2 hours because the last half hour.
I would argue the movie is not honestly like based. It's based off of
his
Baahubali, the father.
Yes.
It's the son that's really
which
trying
is
to
an
take it
interesting
back.
choice because they made Prabhas, the dude. Yeah, they made him be both his father and
because
the president.
he's a hunk.
Yes. Yeah, that dude is actually pretty cool.
He is yoked, dude.
Yeah.
Like the
And
amount
he
of
always
muscles
has like
that man has.
he's like a super, like you can tell he's a superstar, like the equivalent of like Chris
yeah.
Evans or something like in Marvel movies.
Yeah. Oh my
like the
word.
smile, the like
the charm.
That dude.
He made a girl fall in love with him just by like dancing around her while she's trying to kill him. And then after that, she was in love with him, and then they were they're like, all right, we're good.
Yep. Oh, and then remember that crazy battle sequence where they shot 6 arrows.
Oh my word!
Yeah,
amazing!
Amazing! That.
When he's like, use four hands, he goes like, and then.
Yep, that was awesome.
These films, like,
fantastic.
The action sequences are so much better than
they're so creative.
Than a lot of the American movies we've seen.
Yeah,
like, they're so different and creative. Yeah, it's like with like American movies, with most of them, each action scene in those movies will be the same like style. It'd be like, oh yeah, just punching and kicking, that's it, like whatever. And then like, but with this,
I mean, there is like, it's of course cheesy, but like it's well choreographed. I think.
Realistic,
like, I'm pretty sure
senses,
like.
but...
there's some CGI where they like you can see the green screen in the first one,
right.
especially when these bodies just fly all
yeah,
over.
and that's
right.
that was Yeah,
but let me tell you, the second one, like, let's just get to that final battle when they're like yeeting across, and they're becoming cannonballs.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
They're like using their shields as like a giant like defense, and they fly into the thing, and then they land, and they're like, "Let's go!"
Yeah, like some of them like would land on their feet and jump up as they landed. It was so.
That was hilarious. We were laughing so hard, but it was fun to watch.
This is amazing.
Yeah,
of course, entirely impractical, but it was just hilarious.
Like, but sometimes you just gotta let it go. It does say this is where did it say?
It's a
on
fantasy.
IMDb, it says fantasy.
Yeah,
I mean,
so you can't.
Oh yeah,
don't be
there was a weird scene in the second one where it was like they were flying. You remember that?
Well, also the one where the horns of the like that was weird. That was clearly CGI. That was a bit
wild.
Nutty.
Well, no, but remember that one scene where they were flying, where the boat
in the boat.
Yeah.
I love that. That was hilarious.
Yes. They're like flying.
Are we in a Disney movie? I was like, it was like
I
a
was
Disney
like, wow, we've
movie.
gone there. We're flying now. This boat is flying.
Yeah.
The train has left the station.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, what's going on?
Oh yeah. Oh, and
so
the
good.
ending scene, like when they're literally just punching each other, but like with such force, a giant like 60-foot tall statue falls over.
Oh yeah.
Like they were punching each other so hard at the base of that statue.
So the physicality, like, or the perceived physicality,
the
at least.
hunkage.
They were.
Oh my goodness.
They were like
the
when he's shirt. What's his name? What's that bad guy's name?
Rana Dagubati.
When Dagubati takes off the shirt and goes like, and you're like,
you hear the just bones cracking. Yeah.
That was impressive.
When they were punching each other, I mean, just like props to them for like getting that body. I mean, that must have been so hard. So like, that wasn't CGI though. Because
hopefully not their body.
But like in our movies, like you can wear if you're Captain America, you can just wear a vest that cover because you're wearing a vest, so you can cover up the. Yeah. But this one, it's like you're shirtless, bro. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
There's fewer. Yeah. I mean, you'd say like The Rock is the biggest example of an action movie star
that's
in
true.
In the U.S.
That's true.
Western.
We have him
movies.
Yeah.
But I mean, these dudes are pretty cool.
They're like jacked.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But can I one topic I'd like to say is so the women in this story were insane in terms of the grandma was just a conniver.
What's her name? Great Mother or something like that.
Yeah, the Great Mother. So Ramya Krishan. So Shivagami.
Okay.
So she was like I was just impressed because like the women had their time to shine and be like very essential parts of the story.
Yeah.
And then even like I think Tamana, who kind of was pushed aside in the second one. So the young girl, she was like a warrior, and she came on into the scene and did some pretty
the
cool
first
stuff.
one, she had a lot of.
But she did just kind of get shoved aside in the second one.
Yeah, I think it's because they developed the mom's story so much that they needed to focus on her. And then
Devasina's story was so probably more interesting, and she's probably a better actress, I'm guessing, too, because she had to do more.
Who's Devasina? Is
that
Devasina
the mom? So the one that was in captivity.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I mean, that was cool. Like I was like, wow, that's pretty cool because they cared about their stories, and the Queen Mother was constantly going back and forth, like trying to outwit basically her other son, the conniving son, and then his father.
Yeah.
And like just,
but it was so interesting though.
And her facial expressions, we were like. Her eyes were so expressive every time. Yeah. It would just be like,
yup. And the music would change.
Be like,
and then,
they're like, oh, what's your reaction? And boom, there it is. Yeah. Like anything strange that would happen, sure, her eyes would just adjust. I don't think that's the right. Michael's trying it. Michael's trying it. It almost. I think we're close. Yeah. But regardless, I don't think you're gonna.
What? It was like that. It was like,
okay. Fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Glares on my glasses.
But that stood out to me. I was like,
that's cool.
That's cool.
That was great. It was fun. I just love the overall story arc and how like there was sadness in it, and it was like it was a deeply drama, like there was a lot going on, and I thought it was very poetic and like just overall like an epic movie, like legitimately epic, because it's epic by definition.
It's a long movie. But I mean the second movie just
made like the whole series better.
It made the first one better. And it just all around great.
Which is kind of interesting to I don't know if it's nostalgia, but it seems like the first one is almost up to in terms of ratings. It's very close to the second one. But I feel like there's a huge gap, like at least for us seeing it right after each other.
I think probably because I think they probably are.
It's like Star Wars, like the initial Star. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they're probably combining the two in a way because it's like they are kind of
like one.
You can't have one by itself. You need both, so they're probably combining the two. Also, guys, subscribe. By the way, subscribe.
Yes.
Anyways, please subscribe. It's totally free. Just try it. Hit the button. Anyway, I think that's probably why though.
Yeah,
I think
fair enough.
But I would agree though. I think the second one just was. So what do we rate for the second one?
Oh yeah,
so that's an guess. We've been super positive.
What did we rate it? Where's our money where our mouth is?
Yeah. So
can I go first?
Yeah. Sure.
I gave mine a 4.
Okay.
4 stars.
We're on the same page.
Whoa, we all did.
Yes.
Oh,
4 out of 5.
4 stars.
Yes.
Yeah. So, which is like in our rating system, I'd say that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, for us.
Because at least for me, in terms of context, I've rated out of 980 movies or so, I've rated like 25 stars. So like 5-star has to be like on my system. We should explain 16. Our systems, but Isaac's been even So
I've
4.5 is like
movies,
and I've only rated 37. 5 stars. So mine's
a little more generous. Michael's
I gotta get in there and see what's going on.
It's okay.
Revise your 5 stars.
Critical.
Wait, I may have to adjust my list. There's some movies on here that are suspicious.
I still need to
I have a Black Mirror episode that's 5 stars. Why do I have that?
I mean, TV episodes.
Well,
I don't know.
Black Mirror.
But regardless, we don't give our high ratings out. Like
I've seen
Oprah does. Like you get a 5, you get a 5. You know the iconic.
Oh yeah. Oh, 4 is great.
To be a 5, it has to be a perfect.
I think the way it goes is like 3 is like 2.5 is bad. 3 for mine at least. 2.5 is like no. 3 is like 3.5 is like okay.
Pretty good.
4 or
middle.
4 is like good. 4.5 is like really good, and then 5 is like
excellent, like all the time.
Nothing wrong.
And so 3 Idiots for me was a 4.5.
Yeah, same for me.
As well as RRR.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
And we're gonna plan to look at our ratings collectively after we.
Yeah, we want to do like a year-end review.
Yes. for the audience, we want to do a review. We'll make lists of our top Indian films.
Top 10 maybe,
or
just top list or something.
It'd probably be top 5 or top 10. I'm guessing
something like that.
We got to see more though, so that's not happening.
Yeah,
soon.
We just did our top 10 of 2022. So when we do top 10 of 2023, maybe we'll add a top 10 Indian movies as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So
yeah,
or maybe halfway through the year. We'll see. It depends on. We are seeing like 1 or 2 a week. So hey,
we are. What other movies did we see this week though?
Let's go to those.
So we did see a few movies.
Can I talk about one that I saw that you guys already saw?
Oh,
I saw Pale Blue Eye.
Oh yes.
I don't know if we talked about this in the podcast.
I don't think we did.
I saw Pale Blue Eye.
Okay.
I liked it, but it was slower. So it was like I rated it a 3.
I think that's what I did.
Let me see. I thought it was. You rated.
2.5.
Yeah, you rated it a 3. Isaac did 3.5. But I thought it was good. I just thought it was pretty slow.
Yeah.
But it was a good murder. Yeah, atmosphere is great.
Yeah,
murder mystery,
and I give them a lot of props for the dialogue. Like people are saying, it's it's really slow, boring, but like the dialogue was fairly good for like it was
not
interesting.
Bad,
yeah. So anyway, I think
it's all right.
It was a middle of the road movie. Yeah, so that's perfect. Yeah.
Right. And then we saw Missing.
Yes. So here, I'll pull it up here. So we saw Missing.
This one's getting some buzz.
A new movie that came out recently.
7.4
out of 10. Not a lot of ratings, so I mean, not a lot of people have seen it. But it's by the same director and I think writers who did Searching.
Right.
Oh, really? And that was a great.
Yeah, well, it's the same.
Or it's the same
mind.
It's the same mind. I think it's different. Well, okay.
It's the same type of movie in a way, though.
Same type of movie.
It's all from like a computer screen type.
I definitely know that somebody from the Searching was involved in this.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's from the minds behind Searching.
From the minds. Okay.
So whoever's mind, someone's mind, someone's brain was back there.
Yeah, but I thought this is really unique because I mean it's
the mechanism of delivering the scares.
Yes, so it's all from like a computer screen or a camera, some electronic device. The whole movie is filmed.
It's like a modern day found footage.
Yes. Yeah. And it was interesting how they use that. So like the one thing I didn't really like though is that they would. Some of the movie would be very realistic, and it'd be like, oh yeah, that would work. Like, okay, they're getting a shot from like a car backing up from like the back cam or whatever. Super cool how they did that. Super cool. Creative. Right. But then other scenes, you'd be like, oh, like okay, would the girl really have her camera on like 24/7 on her computer? Like, I understand maybe the phone like for FaceTiming, but she had her computer open and it was like pretty much always on. In the camera on, even when she wasn't in FaceTime calls and all that. And it was like, okay, I mean, they have to kind of do that to make it a movie, but
now
there were some questions.
Let's preface this too for those watching. These two do not have Apple computers. So
no, that is
something. No,
because I have a phone, Apple.
This whole movie is all Apple. So if you're an Apple person, you'll relate to a lot of it.
Somehow I know enough about. Like I was like,
I will say it's really easy to leave FaceTime on. And forget that you have it on because you don't notice it.
Okay.
That's where I didn't. You can do that.
Okay.
I think but I do agree though in general with the movie where it's like this whole movie is trying to be as realistic as possible. Yep. So when you see things that maybe aren't as realistic, a lot of it kind of crumbles because you're like,
that's what I was saying.
Because they're basically trying to prove. There was I can't remember, what did I say right when we came out of this movie?
You had a really good point.
There was something that I was like, that isn't that accurate, or that wouldn't make sense to do.
Javi or whatever that dude's name.
No. This is the thing. She had a death threat halfway through the movie. Remember? Because her lawyer friend died in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's this picture where it's like, if you don't do this, this girl will die, right? And then someone even says like, we're gonna have a security team by you, right? Yeah. And then the rest of the movie, there's no security team.
Yeah. And then later on, spoilers, like the villain or the bad guy just like basically walks into it.
Right. So to me, I was like, oh, that's super unrealistic because if there's a death threat, their police are on you until the case is like closed.
Yeah.
Especially with this because it's a huge publicized manhunt of her mom, kind of like leading into different things. So obviously they'd have a bunch of security, and they just didn't have that.
Yeah.
I really did like the twists though that it did take.
Yeah. And one other thing I liked about it was they had some like bait and switch moments where it's like, okay,
oh yeah,
the like when she was trying to find her mom's password, I really liked how they did this. Like she was like, okay, could do this, and she like looked in her notes or whatever, and she found a password that she was like, oh, this is it, and she entered it. It didn't work, and then you literally, she doesn't go back to that until like at the very end of the movie, and I was like, that's super. That what could happen. Like that's super realistic. Because later on in the movie, she realized she's like, oh, I think her mom like called her like, I don't know, I can't remember, a nickname or something, and it was like she added that part of the nickname into the password, and like that's how she figured out her mom's password and stuff. So it was, I really really like that. I'm like, okay, most movies, you try a few times, oh, it doesn't work, and then you get it. But they like they're like, oh nope, she didn't get it until the end of the movie.
And it's funny too what you're saying, because it's like the way she figured it out is using the fact that she knows the previous passwords and she pattern recognition.
Yes, and that's super realistic.
Like if
that's
I were trying to figure out your password, I'm like, okay,
do that.
I know some things you
don't
put in there.
Don't be saying anything.
I know you put. No,
this word and this word.
And then like there's like I feel like every family has a combination of numbers that we all have that like are there. And like and she knew that, and so then she did it, and I thought that was realistic.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why some parts were really realistic, and then other parts were like, wait, okay.
Sometimes it's like, really how would that ever?
So then, what did you rate it on Letterboxd?
A 3 for me.
Okay,
I did 3.5.
I did 3.5 also.
Wow. Okay.
I did like the twist. It had a lot of good twists. I enjoyed.
That's what bumped it up for a 3.5 for me, because it wasn't. It really did twist
linear.
it up.
Yeah, it was just like they kept having some good twists. It was kind of cheesy at the very end when she was like, "Hey Siri, call 911."
Yeah, acting
and I'm
was
like, oh. Yeah. Oh, and another thing
not
was
the best
her acting.
I don't think.
Some scenes she would act. Her acting was really good, but then others it seemed a little stale. So I was. I know it's. I think she's. Kind of just.
Siri's waiting for you to say something.
Crap.
Oh, Isaac, Jonathan, James.
Oh no! I can't end. But yeah. Anyway, I think.
We need to get to something else
good.
too.
Yeah, let's. A pretty decent movie.
Yep.
Not bad for January.
Right.
Or February.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
We also saw one other movie, but how much time do we have?
Oh, really?
Why is my
okay,
Siri
I wanted to bring something up though about
I can't end it.
Isaac's having tech problems.
It's just forever on.
I wanted to talk to you guys, and I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I heard something pretty shocking. That the Oscars, let me see if I can find it.
It's a sham?
The Oscars, are for sure a sham, but also Isaac James.
Siri's going
crazy. Whoa, it says...
Oh no, Isaac, what are you doing? So, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have, the order of the Oscars this year is fascinating.
Ooh, I did not hear about this.
Don't tell me they put Best Picture earlier than
that.
No way.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. So, no, because on the Oscars official platform and on their official ballot, it has
ballot order is weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but it has Best Picture almost near the end, not the end though.
Oh. What's the
starts off?
Order of
it
events,
starts off. Yeah, but it was last year though. I don't know, dude, because that's what I was wondering. Because here's the thing: it starts off with actor, and then it goes supporting and stuff like that. And then it switches, and then so it does
you
actor.
have to wrap up with Best Picture.
I don't know, dude. Yeah. They end it with original screenplay.
Boy, that would be
so it goes actor supporting, actress supporting, animated feature, cinematography, costume design, directing, documentary, film editing, international, makeup, score, song, Best Picture. And then after Best Picture, it goes production design, short film, sound, VFX, adapted original.
I think they messed up. I think that ballot is
I don't know if
really? No, but this is on the official.
Also on their website, they have everything out of order. Because remember, Best Picture wasn't last on the website, too. And I know. I think last year they had that, though, too, and it was different. Yeah.
Did they?
We'll see. I mean,
if this actually turns out to be a good indicator, I would be shocked. But
that would be interesting, though, to see it.
I don't know. I don't think it would, but
because this would be shocking.
Yeah.
If they changed up the order of that, like that much.
Yeah,
sure.
I know.
Because I know they've been worried about the ratings for a while because no one watches it. I mean, we do for some reason, but like no one else does.
We do
well,
other stuff.
We make an event.
We play games. We put in bets on how to win.
We do
very small bets.
Small. Yeah. And we'll have a contest this year.
We will have an Oscar contest, yeah. So check it out.
We'll get that link out pretty soon.
What other movie did you do?
Oh yeah, let's get to the other movie.
So
very briefly.
The last movie we saw, which is also has been nominated in a few of the categories here.
Oh yeah,
Elvis. So we saw Elvis.
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
So I mean, it was really, I don't know. It was emotional. It was pretty good and. As like a documentary style
docudrama.
It was a juiced up documentary, so it's better than the boring some of the boring stuff.
Oh my gosh. His editing style, like the style of editing and just it felt like The Great Gatsby in some sense.
Yeah, it
and
definitely does.
love that. It was really well done.
It's pretty extravagant at times.
Yep. And I thought
it was 2 hours and 40 minutes.
It's
way too long.
So it was way too long, and there's something I didn't like about it that also my mom mentioned too. Tom Hanks should not have been like the bad guy, like because
everybody loves Tom Hanks.
I know, and he was just it was a weird role for him to be in because he was trying to be this kind of like controlling guy, and it was just every time when you see Tom Hanks, you're like, oh, he's this lovable dude.
Yeah,
and
I know.
I couldn't get that out of my head. I'm like, okay.
And his mate, like, it was so weird. Like, he had to be made
really
up like
that's why we
tried to
stopped
look
watching
older.
it because of. I didn't want to tell you because I wanted you to watch it.
It's
because
super weird.
I knew that the manager in Elvis was the bad guy. Because like that's history. Like he was really, but like. Seeing Tom Hanks as it and like seeing Tom Hanks like in this so weird like thing, I was like, oh,
it was weird.
And then we were like, this is a long movie.
Yeah,
and
you're
okay,
like, you
too
lost.
many factors.
So the good thing is, it gets better after the first.
Yeah, it does get better. The dude who plays Elvis,
he's good.
Austin Butler. Holy crap! Like they at the end of the movie, they show a clip of the real Elvis, and we literally for a few minutes
we were like, trying to like figure out
is that the? We thought it was. Yeah, we thought. Like, we couldn't tell the difference. We thought it was Austin Butler at first. And it's like, man, he transformed into the role, and like every time he was on screen, he was
amazing. Pretty good. Yeah,
nice.
But yeah, with the Colonel Tom Parker, so it was weird. I don't know at the beginning. Oh yeah, at the beginning he narrated too, but I didn't like how he was kind of telling the story. It was really weird, and at the end, he's like. He says, like, some people think Elvis died because of the pills and it was my fault. And he's like, but I think he died because of the love of it. He loved his fans so much or something weird, like, thing like that. And I didn't like that because I'm like, why are... Well, yeah, but like,
what's going on?
Why is he narrating this whole film?
He's the bad guy.
Yeah,
it's a different point of view. Like they thought they thought would be more interesting.
They want to go with like a unique.
They want to be unique.
But like, come on, like it was he was such a terrible like how he controlled Elvis and stuff.
This one's hard to rate because it's it's better than like a lot of the documentaries out there.
I would say.
I gave it a 3.5. Okay, that's pushing it though on the high side.
Okay, all right.
But I would never really watch it again. Like it's one of those movies where it's like fine or good. Like
it's
good.
way too long to watch.
It's
again.
good.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
But all right. And it doesn't have a ton of intersection of old music and new music like Great Gatsby does.
Yeah,
that would be super off-putting. I'm glad that Baz didn't go
kept
crazy.
It G. Yeah. All right, cool.
But that's one best picture knocked out.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna have to rank our best pictures.
I thought his performance was so good, but I don't think it'll win just because Brendan Fraser is out there too, right? Isn't that
Brendan?
I don't know who the front
the whale.
is.
We need to see the whale.
he's everyone's like
everyone says Brendan Fraser.
Well, we need to see like at least 4 or 5 Oscars.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got to see the Fabelmans. That's the thing.
Yeah,
too. I don't really want to watch the Fabelmans though.
Not super.
It's way too long. It's just about Steven Spielberg. I mean, like I'm kind of like
it's like a
That's why it got nominated, right?
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
Somebody's pulling the strings.
Steven Spielberg.
I think that Sadie and I were both saying though that I think Everything Everywhere is going to clean on a lot of categories.
I think so.
I mean, we hope that's the case.
Well, film editing, like,
it has
for sure.
It has.
If it doesn't, right. I mean, I will be so.
Yeah. What if Top Gun wins everything?
No. How could it win? How could it win?
But Avatar will probably clean up in visuals for sure.
Visuals, but not editing.
I know.
Not editing.
Yeah, it better not win editing.
Because visuals, they got it. They
I'm going with my heart on editing. I don't care. Definitely Everything Everywhere.
Oh yeah, I think that's not even hard. I think that's brains too.
Well,
I think
that's
right. There is always the weirdness of what's going on.
We don't. People are going to say you don't appreciate the editing in Top Gun. I mean, the editing was great, but I mean, it just stood out.
But have you seen Everything Everywhere? Because the editing is literally what you
makes
when you get out. You're like that editing.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
You don't normally say that about a movie.
It was as much of a character in the movie as the characters themselves, and you can't say that.
You know what's going to be the real battleground of this of all the Oscars?
What is it gonna be?
It's gonna be. Hear me out, because this category gets underrated. It's going to be animated feature film.
Oh, you're right.
That is what's going to be
Pinocchio or Turning Red.
Puss in Boots.
Yeah, Puss in Boots too.
Marcel the Shell.
Oh yeah.
Also super highly rated.
I heard A24's animated film is
and Turning Red. Like 4 out of the 5 people are saying. Now, Turning Red only because it's Disney. Yeah. It was Sadie watched it and it's a horribly done movie.
Really?
In her opinion. In her opinion.
Sadie, you gotta come on.
I actually don't know if that's her opinion. I'm just gonna say it was a horror because it's Disney, and I want.
Disney doesn't deserve.
I don't want Disney to win. I want something unique. You know,
Pinocchio. I still
they're all
need to
different.
See that, but I've heard so many good things about that. Yeah. The A24 one,
right?
Like
we got a lot. Let's suffice it to say, we got a lot of movies to watch before March 21st.
We do.
12.
Oh, 12. What do we got for Song of the Week, though? We got to wrap this sucker up. We got to land this plane.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know if I did this one last week already.
What's it called?
It's called It's Alright. All is Well.
I did that. Yeah. I did it, and you did the not to.
Dang it! I was afraid about that. I gotta find another one. I gotta find my other one. Hang on 1 second. Guys, you're gonna lose visual of the boys for a second because I gotta switch to my.
Might freeze for a second.
Yeah, you're gonna be frozen for a bit.
So, I have one that isn't really related to the movies we saw, but
Siri, would you shut up?
Siri's going crazy in this episode. Almost called 911.
I'm gonna find the song.
Oh yeah, we're frozen.
We're almost good. Yeah, you're frozen, but you're there. What song do you have, James?
I am going with Heroes by Peter Gabriel.
Gabriel.
This one I may have played a long time ago, but Ben, when you showed me My Body is a Cage, which is another.
Wait, see if you have.
That was going to be mine, but now I have to switch up.
No, you can do another.
Peter Gabriel's.
That was going to be yours. You had a lot of other good ones.
I had a lot of good ones.
Okay, we're back. We're live.
Are we back? We're good to go.
So I'll play this one quick. It's just a really,
live. Yeah,
really emotional song.
Just go to the top one.
Oh, here we go.
The top one.
Okay. I'll skip in a little bit. It takes a little bit to build up. Oh, where's the sound on
Peter Gabriel Heroes.
Whoa. It's a cover of David Bowie's song Heroes. Here, I'll skip a little bit. But the violins. Here we go.
Just for one day.
Wait for it.
How we can be heroes.
Here, I'll skip a little bit. Wait for it, the build-up.
Though nothing will drive us away. How we can be heroes.
Wait for it, there's one I got.
How we can be us. Just for one day.
There's a. Oh yeah. It's so emotional.
That's
This
good.
guy
That
is
is good. That is
gorgeous.
good.
Well, it reminds me of Jojo Rabbit's
I'm thinking
German
it.
version.
Yep.
That was amazing. There's a box.
That was a bug.
But yeah, oh,
That's beautiful.
the rising violins
Oh,
with
so
his
Dude,
voice,
oh,
like
yeah.
it's just
The emotion.
crazy, the
The
combo
emotion.
there.
All right, Benny boy, what do you got?
All right, so I was gonna do My Body Is a Cage by Peter Gabriel, but I'm gonna switch it up and do.
Two Peter Gabriel.
That's
too
too
much.
many. But I will do. Now I can't even find it. Now hold on.
You showed us a few good ones.
Yeah, no,
the other day,
there's a
Ben.
couple
Which
that I
one?
have to choose.
Show
from.
us some.
What in the world? It actually disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's
Well,
not good.
well,
All right,
he's
I
up
can,
on-
no, I can. You do yours, Michael, if you're.
All right, so mine is HAMSA space N. That one. First one.
Oh,
Hamsa Nava.
oh yes. 24-hour.
Oh, look at that! 24 million views.
Oh yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Dude, the view
wait.
counts on these.
Oh, this is the one
Yeah,
that was the.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I
Oh
like it.
yeah.
This is the one where they're flying.
This is Disney. This is Disney
Yeah,
right here.
right.
Straight Disney.
Okay, fast forward though.
Oh, yeah, when
we
did
gotta
they-
get in there. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
this
wow!
is
Look
the-
at this visuals.
Wow.
Did they touch this up?
That was just as visual, I think.
Look at that. Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Yep.
That's what she did in that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Briefly,
Do you
it was
remember?
crazy.
I don't remember that.
And then it starts flying. I think. Oh, the violin.
violin.
Also, we forgot to mention the soundtrack.
The music was really good.
Yeah! Oh, the
Yeah.
soundtrack!
Yeah.
That's like straight Disney. That's straight Disney. Yeah,
Like,
it's
Ben,
so
don't
right.
compare this to Disney.
Yeah! That trash.
Yeah.
This is its own beautiful glory!
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
it's
actually
good.
skipped to a
good.
part that there wasn't a ton of singing,
Oh yeah,
but it was
true,
just beautiful.
but it was
Anyways.
beautiful.
All right, Ben, what do you
All
got?
right, so mine's The Fold by Wickerbird.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
The
And
fold.
I forget what, like, this one I think might be slow. I can't remember
Wicker?
even, like, how slow. So you might have to
Wickerbird,
just,
second one
there it
down.
is.
There you
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
slap that. Send her off.
Oh, it's got
10 years ago.
34,000.
Okay,
Wow.
we'll skip in.
Yeah.
Right? Whoops.
What was our lowest that we've ever had so far? I think one of them was
Yeah, like
a
a
couple
Oh, yeah.
hundred.
This one's soft, like, very soft, but
Hold
it's
on.
really good.
Here, I can skip it a little bit.
Oh,
How
this one's
far into
amazing.
this?
Let's wait for it.
Right here.
Where's the, it's the,
Okay.
Oh, is this where you want us to?
just go high, a little
Keep
farther.
going? Yeah. Let's. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like a choir.
We're doing the chillest songs.
Oh, it's so good. It's like just very
Wickerbird,
quiet.
The Fold.
Yep. Isn't that amazing?
Oh yeah.
It's like guitar, like just soft,
It's just a
classical guitar.
Chill song.
And
I
it's
love
like
it. I love it.
whispering, like
But
Alright.
before we end it,
Oh, yeah.
remember, guys,
Do the
our
thing.
fans, yes,
The Indian film list.
vote on which Indian movie we
And
should watch
subscribe.
next. Check out the comments. We'll
Subscribe.
have a link in the comments. Yes, subscribe. Also, yeah, check out our merch. We have a
Yes,
merch
we have a store.
Everything's on our channel. The links
Subscribe.
are on our channel,
get those
so-
emails to your inboxes. They're pretty.
Yeah, we
Take
send
care.
out a weekly email. So
Oh
please
yes,
check
yes.
that out.
Become involved.
Yes.
Love you. Bye.
See you later.